Good afternoon. My name is Christopher McCann with Massapequa Fire Department. This video is for Columbia Southern FIR 4311. We'll be discussing fire prevention for the sole purpose of educating business owners. Composition of the fire department contains 3 houses, and our fire prevention bureau is in our headquarters. Prior to 2017, the fire prevention for Massapequa was performed by the Nassau County Fire Marshals and has since been turned over to the local fire departments to give it a more personal touch. Office of Fire Prevention is routed through the chief's office and dispersed to each of the engine and ladder companies. We have 7 registered and certified code enforcement professionals who are members of the department. This group are allowed to tour businesses and schools in the area to make sure that all are within compliance standards for preventing fires in the workplace and reducing fire load. Each member of this team is also a New York State certified fire marshal and arson investigator. Basic concepts behind fire prevention are encompassed in the 3 E's: education, enforcement, and engineering. Engineering is the concept behind new building construction. For example, what type of construction is it? Which building materials were used? Examples of this are what type of roof is on the building, truss or reinforced truss, cockloft or false ceilings for strip malls? What was the lumber used, treated with fire retardants or other materials? Or is the building made up of brick or concrete? Building must be constructed under local fire codes, which are approved by local and state officials and must be adopted into the floor plans for the business or the educational institution. Organizations that codify the standards include Underwriter Laboratories, or UL, the American Society for Testing and Materials, ASTM, and the National Fire Protection Association, NFPA. To develop these standards for the buildings, the building materials are tested for flammability and resistance under heavy fire loads. When new buildings are constructed, the plans are submitted to the Town of Oyster Bay Buildings Department for approval, along with the Nassau County Fire Commission for fire ratings and alert and monitoring requirements. Each business is given a copy of the fire codes upon completion of construction and before opening for business. During the construction site fire safety managers will oversee the construction process and make sure that all appliances are working, including standpipes, sprinklers, central station alarm systems, and will perform tests with the local fire and police departments to make sure that are all within the compliance standards. This is a copy of the New York City Fire Code, but it is very similar to what is used by Nassau County and the local fire departments. Enforcement of new and existing building construction will be performed twice a year and will consist of walkthroughs of commercial properties. This will include inspection of fire sprinkler circuits, condition of standpipes, if there's one in place. Most are only seen in high-rise buildings. If all required extinguishers are in the proper places and within the annual inspection standards. During the inspection, it will be determined if there are hazards for an increased fire load present. Examples of this include excessive garbage and debris near heat sources or open flames, debris blocking egress points or exits, accumulation of grease and oils in hood systems for restaurants, accumulation of grease on the floors by commercial fryers, which could cause a fire to break out if exposed to an open heat source, such as the ovens next to it. Another example is whether the halon or purple case system is in working order, if fire doors are properly secured during off-business hours, and if the doors are fire rated. For suppression systems in restaurants, We will ensure that the system has been inspected by the proper organization and all paperwork is on hand. The inspector will document all findings and give a copy to the business owner along with recommendations prior to leaving the business. If citations are issued relating to violations, business owners will be given a period of time to remedy the issues and follow-up inspections will be scheduled accordingly. The purpose of educating business owners is to inform them of the fire codes and why they are in place. We're not looking to put business owners on the spot nor make them feel as though they are the sole reason that their business may be out of compliance. We'll also enter schools to educate the maintenance staff on how to properly store chemicals and which ones are not to be mixed or stored near each other, as this could have systemic or synergistic reactions. An example of this is ammonia and bleach cannot be stored near each other, otherwise they will mix, mustard gas will be created, and cause a severe medical emergency. Thank you for your time. We hope to meet you in the future. And if you have any questions, please reach out to whichever house is closest to you. Thank you.